What is Gaussian elimination, and how is it different from the Gauss-Jordan method? Let's understand this through a worked example. We'll express this linear system as a matrix equation, A times X equals B, where A is the matrix of coefficients 1, 2, and -3 from the first equation, 2, -4, and 3 from the second equation, and 0, 4, 6 from the third equation. X is the vector of unknowns, x1, x2, and x3, and B is the vector of constants. Notice that the symbols we use for the unknowns are immaterial. It doesn't matter whether we choose x1, x2, x3, or A, B, C, X, Y, Z. It is matrices A and B which fully characterize the linear system. And this is why we focus on the augmented matrix AB, which we create by joining A and B together like this. This is the system matrix, and we'll now work on this matrix directly. We'll apply row operations with the objective of converting this matrix into reduced row echelon form, allowing us to read off the three unknowns immediately. Let's start by making those two entries in the first column 0. The second one is 0, and we can make the first one 0 by subtracting 2 copies of row 1 from row 2. This is the updated matrix. We'll now convert this 4 into a 0. To do so, let's multiply the third row by 2 and then add it to row 2. We can do this thanks to this entry being 0 from the previous operation. If it weren't 0, then it would have affected this element over here and we would have lost progress. But because it's 0, we're safe to proceed, and applying this operation, the updated matrix looks like this. Now, in the Gauss-Jordan scheme, we would keep going on until we reach the reduced row echelon form we saw earlier. But in the Gaussian elimination method, we can actually stop here, because the third row tells us that 21x3 must be 14, or x3 is 2/3. And now, we can plug that back into the second row equation to infer x2. Substituting x3, we get 6 as this product. We can move it to the other side. 4 minus 6 is -2. We'll divide both sides by -8, giving us x2 equals 1/4. And now we can get x1 by substituting those two values in the equation of the first row. We'll substitute the value of x2 we found and the value of x3. 2 times 1/4 is 1/2. 3 times 2/3 is 2. We'll cancel the -2 from both sides, take the half to the other side, and this gives us x1. So this is the solution to the linear system we started with. Gaussian elimination involves back substitution as you saw, but that's it. That's the final answer. Row operations can be confusing. Sometimes the objective is not clear to some students, so feel free to ask questions in the comments down below, and either myself or other volunteers will help guide you through it. Didn't want to make the video too long, but let me know if you'd like a more relaxed walkthrough. Even if it were to prolong for many more minutes, then perhaps I'll consider making another video about this topic soon.